Yep, you read the title right. VTuber balls are coming to the market. Now, I don't talk about VTubers very much. I think the last time I did was with the whole Iron Mouse controversy, but that's pretty much the extent. I used to watch VTubers a lot in the past. To some degree, I still kind of do. I always get the occasional clip here every now and again, but after that, I kind of just stop. I don't watch any streams. I don't watch any VODs or anything like that anymore. I've kind of just moved on from the scene. But I was around there for a little while, and something I do know about the VTuber scene is that sometimes they have concerts. Now, I know the concerts aren't as big a thing as, say, like the regular live stream scene is, but there are fans who do like to participate in these concerts. So it's like a whole digital circus there. You're in the scene, you have pen lights that are everywhere, and you get to see your favorite VTuber model go up on stage and sing a few songs, and that's pretty much it. I never saw the hype around it. I know some people really like it. I'm not judging anyone for it. I just did not think it was for me. And usually the tropes were pretty simple. Your favorite person would come up on stage, you have a pen light, and you shine it to the color that's associated with that character, and that just shows that they're your favorite. Pretty standard behavior right there. But now they want to go ahead and change that. They want to upgrade everything to where you really feel immersed in the concert. You want to be like even closer with your favorite VTuber. And they're doing that with vibrating VTuber balls. So according to a document that came out, there was saying that these colorful orbs can reproduce things like motion, impact, and even subtle cues such as performer heartbeat during live performances. Think of it like a wristband that syncs up to the beat or glows different colors during a song, but it's a small palm-sized sphere that delivers physical feedback. Now, the one thing I'm wondering is why. This is a really weird product. It can go so many different ways. If you had something that's connected to a person's heartbeat whenever they're on stage, that shit's gonna go fucking wild. It's gonna be vibrating like they drink a shit ton of Monster energy drinks just so they can get ready for the concert. I don't know why they think it's a good idea, but it's still pretty funny. I could not imagine what's going on through their heads whenever they're creating this. It is a Japan company, so I'm not too surprised on this. They come up with some crazy wacky gadgets there sometimes, but this is just takes the cake, I think, with everything. So I want to just like role play what the hell is going to happen. Imagine this 4-star Dragon Ball right here that I have, and it's connected to someone's heartbeat on stage, your favorite VTuber, and you feel like vibrating and shit, like Shenron's about to be summoned from this thing, and you're just like fondling it all over the place because you can feel the heartbeat. You got like pressed up to your body, and you're just saying like, oh dude, I'm fondling my favorite VTuber's balls right now. And you know, you got two hands, so imagine you got this one right here. It's like, it's a gachapon one, but imagine you have this and these two together, and you're like fondling two different ones, like, oh, I love them both, they're so great, this is the best concert ever. And if you're getting really wild, you can just like put them all in one hand and just like, you know, roll them around or something. It's so stupid. It's so funny though. Definitely top tier marketing from Japan right there. I wish I came up with it. I don't know much about ball vibrating technology, but it can be a pretty hefty deal. Now, I know there are some downsides to this. I'm aware of the people who do watch VTubers. There are some people who are just absolute diehard fans. They think VTubers are more important than breathing at times. And I know like the VTubers are just like having it all in good fun. They're just doing stuff that makes themselves happy. They're playing games, making clips and all that. And you know, that's something for people to grasp onto. It's like a parasocial relationship thing. There's a lot of lonely people out there. I'm not saying that this is, you know, specifically for them. And I know, I used to watch VTubers a lot. I used to be in that group. I'm not in that anymore. I've moved on, I've done whatever I wanted to, and I'm just living my best life. But for some people, it's not that easy. There are so many people who will go absolute diehard fan, buying all the merch, everything, even like stuff that's limited time. They'll donate all their money to this kind of thing, and it's a little bit sad to see. And I know if I do talk trash about any VTubers, I'm sure the fan base will probably come after me. I don't really care. But there's just some things to be said about this kind of thing, because there's some people who are saying that this is kind of monetizing loneliness, and I can kind of see where that's coming from. It's a very rich market with a lot of people who have nothing else to do but throw money at these people who make this kind of content. Not to say it's a bad thing, but I do see some common patterns when it comes to the demographic of people who watch VTubers a lot. So in my opinion, I do think that this product right here, although it is a funny idea and it's, you know, kind of out there, I do see some problems with it regarding people who have trouble with like parasocial relationships or just being absolute shut-ins who just watch VTuber content all day. That's my only drawback with this. Other than that though, it's just really funny. I just think it's so hilarious. You can just have a ball in your hand and you just like feel it vibrating and you're just like playing with it while the concert's happening. I just really don't know why you'd want to have this thing if it's just gonna be for concerts or anything. It's not gonna do anything. You're just gonna have like a vibrating fushigi at this point. You want to like feel closer to the person you're supporting. I understand that. I know, that's a thing. But it does feel a little bit predatory when you have companies as big as HoloLive or even some like what happened with VShojo, for example. They will take all the profit. An example of this would probably be the donations that people get from VTubing. If you donated like $100 to a VTuber, the VTuber's probably only going to get like $5 of that. They're not going to get anything out of that. It's just going straight back to the company. And I'm assuming that's what's going to happen whenever they start selling this product to actual fans. You're going to have all these people lined up. They're going to be spending top dollar just so they can have a vibrating ball of their favorite character or VTuber whenever they're on the stage singing, doing their songs or whatever for a few minutes. And then after that, it's kind of done. You just have to wait for the next one. It just feels really scummy. All the money's going back to this company. That's just how business works, unfortunately. There's no way around that. But if you just have something like this and you're trying to monetize people who are, lonely, for example, or want to have like a parasocial thing going on, it's not a very good practice. I think it's a very scummy one. Although I do think the product itself is kind of funny and it's, hilarious, it's humorous and, innovative. I don't think that if you're doing this, it's helping a lot of people trying to maybe better themselves. There's some people who probably want to get rid of this whole idea that if they spend this much money, they'll be closer to this person, or they're trying to better themselves in a way that they can have a better life outside of the VTubing scene. I just think that it seems a little bit predatory, but that's not for me to decide. There's going to be people who will, devote themselves to these kind of things. I understand it. I know why people like it, but I feel like there does need to be a change on that scene. But anyway, that's pretty much it for me. I just thought this was interesting. I wanted to talk about it. So let me know what y'all think. And thanks for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed. I'll talk to you later. See ya.